Gems. I'm coming to you today with a beginner-friendly at-home glute workout. So we're going to run through 6 exercises that'll train your glute muscles. And I'll just like to add, training your glute muscles is about more than just growing a bigger butt. It's also good for lower back pain, and it also helps you prevent injury. Knowing how to activate your glutes and when to activate your glutes are very important. So for today, we're going to go through those 6 exercises, and all you'll need is a fabric resistant band. And we're going to work all 3 glute muscles today, including the gluteus maximus, your gluteus medius, as well as your gluteus minimus. And here's a quick photo just to show you where each of those muscles are located. Gym. So first up, we're going to start off with lunges. Just remember, the entire time you're doing this lunge, keep your core engaged and your hips squared forward. So you're going to start off facing the front of your mat, your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to step back to the end of your mat, place that foot on the ground. So you're going to stay in this position, keeping those hips squared, that core is engaged. That is your foundation. When you go down into your lunge, you should not wobble. So here's a demonstration of me not engaging my core during a lunge. So if my core is not engaged, I'm going to wobble. So if your core is engaged during your lunge, keep your hips squared. You can just drop straight down, keeping that knee behind your toes. And coming right back up, squeezing those glutes every time you come up. So lunge down, coming up, again, another lunge, and up. And you can do this as a lunge pulse. You can do these in 10 repetitions. I like to do them in 30-second lunge pulses. So here, I'll do these for 30 seconds. So you'll do that for 30 seconds on each leg. So for the best results, do those lunges for 4 sets for 30 seconds, or do those lunges for 4 sets and 10 reps on each leg, keeping your core tight, your hips squared forward. And this is going to target your quads, your hamstrings, as well as your glute muscles. Okay, Jim, so next up we have a side lying abduction. So what you're going to do is you're just going to lie on your side. You're going to keep those knees slightly bent. And what you're going to do, you're going to work all 3 glute muscles with these. So the resistant band is going to add extra resistance, so you're going to feel that pull. So you're going to keep that core tight. You're going to keep your hips squared forward, and you're just going to lift from your hip. So in some instances, you may want to just throw your leg up, but in order to target the correct muscle, you want to make sure that you're lifting from your hip. So keeping that spine straight, your core is engaged, looking straight forward so that you know to keep your hips squared. You're going to lift up. Straight from your hip. You're going to keep that core tight. Remember to breathe. You can do this in 10 repetitions, or you can do this for 30 seconds on each side. So next up, Gems, we have the squat hold with an abduction. So this will work your gluteus medius. So what you're going to do, you're going to get in squat position, feet about shoulder width apart, and you want to keep your feet slightly pointed out. This will protect your pelvic bone. So once you come up from that squat position, you want to keep that range of motion there. So you want to keep your feet slightly out. You're going to have that band just above your knee. You're going to stay here. You're going to place your hands either in front of you, or you can have them on your hip, whichever is more comfortable. Just make sure that that core is engaged. And you're just going to sit there, and you're going to squeeze that band out. You're going to stretch that band. And you can do this for 30 seconds. Just remember to breathe while you're doing it and keeping that core engaged. You should feel that burn. You'll feel it in your quads as well as your glute muscles. So your gluteus medius is working against the band to stop your knees from buckling under you. So that is why this exercise specifically targets your gluteus medius. So next up, gyms, we're going into our fire hydrants. So your fire hydrants are really good for lower back pain, and you're also going to be working your gluteus medius as well as your gluteus maximus. So what you're going to start off by doing is you're going to get on all fours. You're going to leave that band right above your knee. So you're going to place your hands right up under your shoulders. Your palms should be firm on the ground, and your legs, your knees should still be about shoulder width apart. You're going to keep that spine straight, and you're going to keep that core tight the entire time. That's going to be your support to help you not fall. So what you're going to do is you're just going to lift from this hip, stretching that band and feeling that resistance. So you're going to come up and back down, up and back down. So you're going to do this about 10 times on each leg, or again, you can do this for 30 seconds. Just remember to keep your core tight and remember to breathe through the entire workout. And remember, gyms, the key is to work your glutes. So if your range of motion is not completely out there yet, just be patient with yourself and work towards it. So the goal is to stretch the band and feel the resistance. So if you can't lift your leg completely, it's okay. Next up, gyms, we're going to be doing the quadruped bent knee hip extension, also known as the famous donkey kicks. So what you're going to do, you're going to be working your gluteus medius as well as your gluteus maximus. So again, you're going to get down on all fours. You're going to keep your core engaged the entire time, feet about shoulder width apart. Core is engaged. Your spine is going to stay straight. You do not want to arch into that spine. You want to keep that spine straight to prevent injury. You're just going to take your right leg and then you're going to kick up with that band. And what you can do is pause there and then bring it back down for maximum results, and just to make sure you're still getting the full benefit of the resistant band. So coming up again, you can do this in 10 repetitions or for 30 seconds. Pause. Come back down. Remember to breathe the entire time. So during donkey kicks, you want to make sure that your spine stays straight to prevent any type of injury to your back, any soreness or anything like that. Remember to keep your hips squared and you're pulling your leg up using your glute muscle. So just remember, don't fall into your spine. Keep your spine straight. If you feel yourself falling into your spine, by all means, take the band off. You'll still get the full benefit of the exercise with less resistance. So last but not least, gyms, we have our hip thrusts. So with your hip thrust, you're going to be working your gluteus maximus as well as your gluteus medius. Today, we're going to be doing a hip thrust with an abduction just to give our glutes some extra work. So what you're going to do, you're going to get either a chair, an ottoman. I personally have a box, but if you do not have a box, it's okay to use a couch, a chair, anything sturdy that you can lean on for support. So you're going to sit. You're going to bring yourself to the edge of that chair, right below your upper back. You're going to lean on the chair or whatever it is that you have. You're going to keep your spine straight, and you're going to keep your head and neck aligned with your spine. So you don't want to be here, and you don't want to be here. You want to keep everything straight. You should be a full out V. So coming up, and then you're going to abduct, come back down. Again, coming up, you're going to squeeze those glutes in, abduct, come back down again. Keeping that core tight and breathing through the entire exercise. Abduct, and back up again. Okay, gyms, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button because Pressure will be back with more. And I hope you learned a lot from this video. Take these exercises, work on them. Just remember, pace yourself. Everybody's body is different. Everybody is on a different level. So by all means, take it, make it your own. Also, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So until next time, Coach is out.